Good morning. This morning we are continuing chapter 43, Force Fields and Psychic Protection. Lesson 296, Controlling Odic Force Fields. Occasionally a devotee will come along in meditation and have sublime inner experiences. He's experiencing the viśuddha chakra, and he has inner light experiences. He's just on top of the world. A month later, he meets some karmic boomerang. He doesn't have the stamina or discipline to hold awareness within, and he starts flowing through the second chakra, and he's saying, "I've never had any experiences at all. I wonder why." The second chakra is reason. I wonder why I don't have some inward experiences, and why this, and why that, and why something else. I wonder why I'm even doing meditation. He's wondering why all the way along, and he's quite argumentative, second chakra quality. I say, don't you remember the beautiful experience that you told me about? You came all wide open. Oh, no, I don't remember that at all. What experience, he asks. Don't you remember? You were right here in the temple. I say, trying to lead him gently back to his experience, and your head turned into a sea of light. You sat there for an hour and then came and told me all about it. Then we pretend it only happened a moment ago, and he is back within again. This happens quite regularly. Therefore, to stabilize awareness so it does not flow through the first chakra, the fifth chakra, the third chakra, the second chakra, to stabilize awareness, what do we do? An excellent question. Attention, concentration, meditation. Attention, concentration, meditation. We work daily within ourselves so we stabilize, and so that willpower and awareness become one and the same great motivating force. So we travel through the areas of the mind that we want to, not propelled by the forces of karma as they boomerang back, not propelled by those forces. We have to work within daily to stabilize the breath and the body so that will and awareness become one and the same great motivating force. Then when the patterns and stumbling blocks of the past loom before us, we have the strength to stay within and maintain the continuity of one inner unfoldment after another. These magnetic forces are either passive or aggressive in their manifestation. Business advertising is one example of aggressive Odic force in use. Sexual magnetism is one example of passive Odic force. Our physical body is composed of a subtle balance between active and passive magnetic forces. When the aggressive Odic force becomes too active, the passive forces become disturbed and illness results, generally of a mental or emotional nature. When the passive Odic forces become overstimulated, physical ailments of a purely physical nature result. Odic forces are colorful and are of the conscious and subconscious world. Actinic force is colorless or very refined in color and is the vibration of deeper consciousness. When the mind is in a disturbed state, the Odic forces are out of balance with each other. The trained yoga adept knows how to open himself to the inflow of actinic force, which then quiets or appeases the Odic discharge. The evolution of the adept through meditation depends on the measure of his control and use of the Odic forces as he enters into the consciousness of the actinic world. Many people start on the path of self-realization in an almost involuntary way, simply by asking the fundamental question, who or what am I? In so doing, they turn the mind fiber in upon itself and become tuned into the substance of actinic force. Everyone has his own actinic wavelength or actinic ray upon which or within which his awareness glides in the realms of expanded consciousness. A Satguru's actinic ray is actually heard as nada, the E sound. This mystic sound the Guru hears as he tunes into his Guru. His Guru listens to the same sound to be one with his Guru, and on back in time, which is within the now. To become one with, or of a similar vibration with, the actinic vibration of the Satguru is synonymous to listening to the sound of the Guru's lineage. This is called the Nada Nadi Shakti. The devotee endeavors in this meditation to listen to his Guru's nada, not his own, but that of his Guru's Guru, and all the others back in time. This is oneness, the oneness of a devotee merging into the Satguru's lineage. Then we get some related Shum words. First series, Siddha, flowing water. Basiddha, inner flow of energy, such as in a chakra vala or between two or more people. Any positive energy flow involving people. Basiddha always refers to a positive, uplifting energy or prana. Ming Basiddha, harmony with one's Satguru, a beautiful inner flow, spine to spine between you and your Guru. Visualize the energy in your Satguru as being the same energy within you. If you can locate and identify with this basic life force between yourself and your Guru, automatically and retroactively, you will feel one with everyone in the universe, for it is the same energy that permeates all. And we get a second series here. Om Niyam, the Guru's sandals, known as Paduka in Sanskrit and Tiruvadi in Tamil. Niyam Niyam, divine nourishment, such as prasadam from the Guru's hand or food from the Guru's plate. Nam Niyam Niyam, relationship between Guru and Shishya. A perfect Guru-shishya relationship is a constant flow of actinic prana. Sinam Niyam Niyam, cultivating the Guru-shishya relationship. Advancement on the path depends on relationship with Satguru, a tantra to be imparted when the Shishya is ready. Okay, then we get a really long one here. Nam si niyam niyam niyam. To see the Satguru in all states of mind, to see your Guru as a sixth and seventh dimensional being. When this can be done, the entire unfoldment pattern becomes easy. When this is accomplished, the ama una becomes refined. When the Guru is only seen physically, emotionally, or intellectually, there will be great problems on the path. Seeing the Guru as a seventh dimensional being by looking into his actinic ray opens beautiful states of inner consciousness. Okay. There we go. And one more in the series here. Anam si nam ni am niyam. named for the Nada-Nadi Shakti of one Satguru and that of the Paramaguru. The art of listening to the Nada-Nadi sound of the Parampara. Quite a series worth looking up. Lesson 297, Creating the Golden Yoke. Each lineage has within it a nada of a different velocity of sound, varied in pitch and depth. This is Hindu mysticism. This is the magic of Hindu oneness. This is sampradaya. This is parampara. This is what I want you to do. In the beginning, don't try to hear your nada. Try instead to hear mine. You will know you are hearing my nada and not your own when it is slightly louder. This is Nada-Nadi Shakti. This is your first siddhi. It will bring many good benefits into your life. Smooth out the karmas, bringing you from future to future, keep you inspired and on the sublime path, strengthening your psychic protection, strengthening your personal force field, and that of all the loved ones connected to you, whether they themselves hear nada or not. There is a large religious movement in India whose one and only practice is to gaze at the founder's picture and to listen to the inner sound, which is the follower's connection to him and thus to the divine in all. I'm hearing the nada now as I speak, that of my Satguru Yogaswami, his Satguru Chelapaswami, and his Satguru Kadaitswami, and that of innumerable rishis back to Tirumalar and his Satguru Nandinada. And those beyond and beyond and beyond to the beginning of time, for there has never been a time on this planet or any of the earths the same distance from other suns in our galaxy, or any of the others when our Nandinada Sampradaya has not existed. Nada is always present and within divine lineages of Sanatana Dharma, the eternal path, the eternal religion, the eternal truth, more advanced than modern science, but not conflicting in any way with the discoveries of science, as these good souls penetrate into Sanatana Dharma and unravel the mysteries. There are advanced forms of communication and training that utilize these energy rays. Two people may be a continent apart, entirely separated from each other's Odic conscious and subconscious force fields, and still be subject to actinic mind communication. This has been called soul communication. It is possible because in the superconscious mind, where actinic rays exist, time and space are conceptually different. In the evolutionary cycle, man eventually becomes conscious of the actinic force as it flows through the Odic areas of the mind. On these rays, education comes from the inside of himself out to the conscious mind. A person going through such an experience feels he has tapped a higher intuitive resource. Psychically seen, an intellect developed in this manner, rather than through mere sensory observation, has a golden appearance. The education of the mind's Odic force field from the actinic source creates what I call the golden yoke. It is the yoke of liberation because in its exercise one penetrates to the very depths of the inner being. In so doing, the inner awakening and knowledge brought forth from this superconscious realm registers on the Odic force field of the conscious mind's intellect. It is known that sages have learned languages, mathematics, and all flows of knowledge in meditation. Uneducated men have been scholars by opening what Yanaguru Yogaswami called your own book. Now we can lose this expanded consciousness once it has been gained by allowing ourselves to become identified again with the Odic world. As soon as we stop making the effort to penetrate the actinic realms, the ordinary forces of attachment, fear, and desire force in upon us. It then requires extra effort to balance the forces and penetrate the life-giving, light-giving regions in meditation. When this happens again, one has the experience of seeing light within the cranium, the friction of the actinic force permeating and lighting up the Odic force field. A guru-disciple relationship may be established on the actinic plane for years before a physical meeting and training takes place. The study and unfoldment begins when one turns within himself, creating the irrevocable golden yoke, and attuning himself to the same actinic ray of consciousness in which the Guru functions. Teachings can then be conveyed on these rays as long as Guru and disciple are in harmony. By working with this golden yoke, one's karmic experiences are hastened, but at the same time they are encountered in a more orderly fashion. End of the lesson there. The point I wanted to emphasize by reading it again, I'll find it here. Yes, this is pointing out why it's so important to be consistent in your practice and not do it for a week and then skip it for a week. Now we can lose this expanded consciousness once it has been gained by allowing ourselves to become identified again with the Odic world. As soon as we stop making the effort to penetrate the actinic realms, the ordinary forces of attachment, fear, and desire force in upon us. It then requires extra effort to balance the forces and penetrate the life-giving, light-giving regions in meditation. Oh, that's good knowledge to motivate us to be consistent. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.